Hey folks, welcome back to Revelry Artistry. Today I'm going to go for the Bloom again and make some coasters in this beautiful Julie Katz Pouring Your Heart Out mould. Hope I'm keeping it nice and clean, Julie. She's the master of this Bloom technique. I'm going to try and do it her way, where she does the little, what do you call them? Sort of little bits, sort of like that, goes all the way around like that, with the just using dipping in and out. If I can find the right one. Oh, that one's all right. Or we can use a stick. Oh, it might be quite a good one. It's got a little bit of a... No, I'm just going to use a stick. Yeah, just use a stick. Nice clean stick. Anyway, so I've used my Vista one. I've made up, there's two parts to it, obviously. I'm just holding one because they're heavy, because they're full. It's a 1-to-1 in millilitres. That's volume, millilitres, not grams, millilitres. So it's quite easy. I'm really loving this Vista one. It works well for pretty much everything and doesn't hold bubbles, doesn't smell. What more could you want? Anyway, so I'm going to pour in a base clear resin. Then I'm going to add some of this blueberry alcohol ink to give it a bit of colour. And then I'm going to do the patterns. And then I'm going to do probably a black coat behind it with glitter. Or, yeah, of some description. Yeah, I haven't made my mind up yet. But, yeah, so let's see what it turns out like. Hey, let's get some gloves on and get to it. So I've got 30 mils in this cup and 170 in that cup. Let's get going if I can. Right, I'm in. Okay, here we go. I've cleaned them all off. I've used sticky tape to any stray bits, so these should be good to go. So let's go in first. I've been away for 10 days and I feel like I've been away for a long time and I almost haven't done this before. It's silly, isn't it? Oh, silly me. Yeah, I went to beautiful Wales after my daughter's wedding. Those of you who've heard me talk about this cake before, it went down a wow. I will add some pictures at the end of this so that you can see how it turned out, because I was so worried about it. I did a cookie cake. She wanted a cookie cake. She didn't want the traditional type wedding cake because nobody likes it and nobody eats it, you know, and they're always dry. She wanted a cookie cake, so that's what I did, and it came out amazing, better than I could have hoped for, and everybody loved it. So what more do you want? Anyway, I'll put a couple of pictures on the end of this video so you can see where I'm at with that. Oops, splish splosh. Quite high up, and it's a tiny bit more in that one. Push it out a little bit more. There. Okay, and what's that one doing? That could do with a little bit more. A little bit more. So are we... Yeah, they look pretty. If anything, that's a bit thicker, but never mind. Okay, so that's in there ready. Now we're going to do the white, which I'll use my normal, a good shake, Cast and Craft white with a few drops of Pinata Blanco Blanco. Because I've been away, everything sort of stood for a long time really in Resin World, and see if I can get out some stuff. So I'm gonna, what do I say, 1 for every 10 mils. I've got 31, 2, 3 splodges, that one, and then 6 of the Blanco Blanco. Oh, if I get the lid off, there we go. Three, 4, 5, 6. White is quite heavy, remember, so you don't want to overdo it because you're just going to end up with lots of splodges, blobs on the bottom. Oops. Just knocking everything over, as you do. Right, I'm just going to push that bit of resin off the side into there and give this a nice stir. You have to be careful with pastes or sort of thick colours like this Cast and Craft. Cast and Craft is quite a thick additive, because if you don't mix it all in, you'll end up with streaks, and you don't want that. As always, do try and be conscious of your health and safety. Do things the right way, not the wrong way. If you're affected by fumes or anything like that, do please wear a respirator or a mask of some description. Oops. See, I've got white up the side there, you see, and if that came out, that would come out as streaks in my colour, so we don't want that. I like using these silicone cups as well because they're so easy. Once you finish with them, you just leave them, and then once they've set up, you know, inside, you can just literally pop all the big bits out, and then I just turn them inside out, stick them in a bowl of warm water for 5 minutes, and Bob's your uncle, all clean. So that means I'm not churning through loads of paper cups or plastic cups. So I need probably a few more bigger ones, to be honest. Though, to be honest, if it was a bigger one, I'd have trouble picking it up, squishing it, you know, squish, and then I'd be worried it was going to go everywhere. Anyway, so that's the white. Now we use this Bluebell ink. I don't know what make it is. It's no make in particular. Haven't used these for a while. This is Blueberry alcohol ink. So let's go for it. I'm not going to put any glass or glitter in the centre. I'm just going to do a little swirl. So I'm going to put one drop in the middle of each. Oh, it's a nice blue, isn't it? Who would have thought? And then I'm just going to do a ring. Seven. That one's a bit wonky, never mind. That's funny. Almost looks 3D already in that middle. I'm just going to give it a little torch to get rid of any bubbles. That one. Oh! Ooh. Did you see that? That was not clever. So I'm doing this from a distance now. I didn't know they'd do that. Not had that happen ever before. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher handy, because if I'd had some paper towel or something near to that, that would have been tricky. Anyway, we've survived. I don't know if it's going to affect what happens with the inks. We'll see. Right, now I'm going to try to do this thing that she does. Oh, that's a foul. One. I'll get the hang in a minute. Bear with. All I'm doing is blobs, isn't it? Let me get this. Do you know what? I really want this to work, so I don't know if it's going to. Let's try again. No, it's not going to work for me, is it? I probably should have it thicker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a spiral. But I'm going to try and do it close together. Try and have a bit more control compared to what I normally have. Sorry, I'm holding my breath. This one, let's start. Need to catch the drops, catch the drops. I always go incredibly wonky. Like that. I'll try and do. Got any gaps? Not really, no. Well, I don't know what that was. My usual muddle. Okay, let's use this then. Now this one was a bit of a dodgy one, wasn't it? Let's just draw some in to the middle. I'm going to draw sort of from there in. He thinks we might have some blobs there, so I'm going to try and stir them out. Let's see what happens with that. Well, anything could happen with that one, couldn't it? So you can see it's already blooming. It's blooming fast. And let's go. Might just do some little ones on the edge to break up the edges, but not go all the way. It's blooming so fast. No, now I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay. Goodness me, it's blooming. Didn't expect it to bloom that fast. I always think with resin, it needs time to fully do what it wants to do. And the more time it has to create before it sets up, the better. Hence the reason I always sort of pretty much do mine from the get-go. I don't wait. But I'll probably pay for that in other ways, mind you, but yeah. These are going to be interesting, are they not? Oh, we shall see. We shall see. Oops. I'm not exactly doing these symmetrically, am I? But I don't mind. It's me just getting back to it after a week of sort of doing it nearly every single day. I missed it when I was first away. And you sort of get used to being away. We had the most amazing views to the sea, which you couldn't tire of ever. That's very dark in the centre, that one. There's that one, and those two aren't so much. Okay. What I'll probably do is, I'll do, yeah. Well, I'll come back to you when I'm going to do the backing, which will be tomorrow, so easy peasy. Okay, folks. They look a bit messy, but we'll see. We know that resin does its thing. Okay, speak to you soon. If you like what you see, thumbs up, subscribe, etc. Thank you. See you in a minute. Bye. Okay, folks. Now to carry on with this. Somehow got lots of spots on it, but I think I must have spilt something, to be honest. But I'm going to put a backing coat on now. Also doing a little experiment. You can see this pot has got blue specks in it which is blue glitter. The whole, the chunky glitter, and it's dried overnight in the cup, so it's solid. But I just thought, if I put clear in here, will it, and do my mixing in here, will it pick up any of the bits from the cup? And it appears not to have. I seem to have made a lot of air bubbles though in the stirring, but never mind. Anyway, I'm going to use a dark grey powder, mica powder in this one. I don't know the make or anything, so I'll just go with that. I'm going to pop in just a bit. Well, it's a silver. Let's go with silver. I'll just put a couple of scoops in there. Yeah, so it'll only be a very thin coat because these are quite full already. So hopefully this will be enough. It's about just under 60 grams in here, or 60 millilitres rather, with of my Vista 1. Where is it? Here we are. Vista 1. 1-to-1 resin. So it's by volume, not grams, but it's a good all-rounder, a very good all-rounder. So give them a good mix up. Can't see any of that blue glitter coming through on this, so fingers crossed. It means I can use my cups more than once. Now I might be a bit slow coming forward with this one, but hey ho, I'm not going to be getting through so many cups. I guess there'll be a limit when I can't use it anymore, but never mind. Okay, so I'm just going to pour a very thin coat onto these. It's going to take more than I thought, probably. Always the way. Always the way. I just need to see how far they're going to go. I might have enough. I hope. Let's just push it out. Give it a bit of a helping hand. Thank you for all your comments, etc. By the way, I thought mistakenly that the videos will automatically have subtitles, but they apparently don't. So I will endeavour to put that on my videos for those of you who don't have English as your first language, or you can read it but you can't speak it or understand me. I have a mixture of accents, London and Northamptonshire. And of course I'm not even thinking about the people who need it to access YouTube, am I? So that's down to me, and I'm sorry. But I will see if I can do that. It's me. I've got to learn more about YouTube, haven't I? So that's just about covered that one. So this one, oops, a daisy. Time consuming, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. Of course, we don't know what these blooms are going to do we? So talk about eking it out. I might better put a bit more on later, so in a mo. Okay, let's do this one. This one's got only room for a very thin layer, I think. I don't mind if they dome, but I don't want them to sort of have a scratchy edge. but of course it must cover. Okay, let's let that flatten itself out. Oh, I've got enough. That was, as I say, nearly 60 mils, so just under 30 mils per coaster. Right, that'll level itself. That one is just about doming, so I'm going to leave that one. That one could probably take a little bit more, as could that one. Oh, it's ended up being the perfect amount, I think. I like to have a good scrape out, and of course none of the blue glitters come off, so that's a good thing. Give a last bit out, you can, as always. Put on the one. Whoops. Amazing how much you can get out. I'll probably use this cup one more time, and then it'll be in the bin. There. What do you think, guys? Are we okay? I'll have to leave that overnight now to set. Let's give it a bit of a degas. Where's my degas? A lot of bubbles on that one, wasn't there? It's because I didn't have a lot of resin in the cup and I was stirring too fast. Lovely jubbly. I'll give it another degas in a minute, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Hi, for those who've watched the first bit of this video, it's only a short one, and I did think it had gone horribly wrong, but actually look how lovely it turned out. It could be better always, you know, but I've sort of got it half and half, and I put a bit of gold around the top edge, and doesn't that look pretty? That is just the sweetest little bowl. So I'm going to press on with these, see if we can do something better. So yeah, happy days. Another happy mistake. Okay, bye bye. Remember, subscribe, thumbs up, etc. Hello everyone, we're back again. Just to unveil these, nicely set up, lovely and smooth on the back. Well, yep, pretty good. Let's see what they've been doing. I love Julie's moulds, from pouring your heart out. She does. They're so crisp. They're so crisp. Right, here we go. Yeah, a bit nervous about this. Oops, got a little bit of something stuck on it. I'll show you this one first. Oh, look at the 3D side. Whoa. Ha! Yes! Love it, love it, love it. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so pretty. Can you see that? That is so pretty. Better than I thought. Okay, more confidence now. not so 3D. Oh, but very, very pretty. That's my favourite. That is beautiful. Can you see that? Can you see what I see? I do hope so. That is absolutely beautiful. In fact, I haven't got the ring light on. Is that better? Can you see what? Look at that. Love that one. And then you've got the grey mica behind that sparkles. It looks so 3D. Beautiful. Now this one. I think this one was probably the dodgiest. I won't say worst, dodgiest. Ready? Oh, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful again. Oh my giddy aunt. Have we cracked it? Again. I'm always nervous with these things because you can't see what it's doing underneath. Okay, last one. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. This one had a bit of an accident actually. I won't tell a lie. The light switch lead from my ring light dropped gracefully into there and took out the colour with it. So I am really happy with those. What do you think? Let me know. I think these two will be my favourites. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Shall I put silver around them, do you think? Do they need it? Don't think they need it really. And it's nice to see the 3D effect. Anyway, okay, I'll see you later, guys. If you like what you see, thumbs up, subscribe, buy me a coffee, whatever. I'll see you on the next one. I've got some things planned. Oh, there we go. All four. Wonderful. See you soon. Bye-bye now.